Welcome to the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and Central Park Stadium. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Georgia State Panthers. Reese Davis, along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, will hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Monarchs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia State's offense will go to work first. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. A 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Grab behind the line. It's McGee. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. It's Butler. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Brown wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Old Dominion's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere.
There he goes. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on second down. Looking left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
To the air. It's Potter. Going over the top. Goes high to pull it in. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Under fire, and they got him.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
And the Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call.
Snags it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Coming out with it, it's Murray. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Agnew. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Potter. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense
got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Roach. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Using his legs, it's Roach. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So now to start the second quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up, and there we go.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. Got his man. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Butler. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The RPO, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Avery. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield, it's McGee. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's about maybe some room here. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to change this route. Brown will throw it. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Roach. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Roach. Just ran over it. And And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Back to throw, it's Potter. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Monarchs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Second down, they'll go to the air. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Old Dominion!
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Brown wants to pass. Going to take a shot. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
This time it's complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
First down for the offense.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Agnew. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Coach Ronnie at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Potter. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Turning it on! And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Making side adjustments here. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Breaks the tackle. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Monarchs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The keeper on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Brown wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have... And if he could have held on. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Old Dominion sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Runs through the tackle. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Might be calling a hot route. Brown will throw it. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Inside the 40. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, bush push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Panther! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Old Dominion sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool. If they do call his number, we'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Quarterback keep. Fights off the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You got to realize, these RPOs, man, for the offensive linemen, like, this is a tough job. They are blocking run no matter what. So right here, understanding that it kind of turned into a pass, he didn't get too far down the field to get the flag, and they still create the downfield opportunity with the RPO.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Potter. And they can't make the connection.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are, a this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
And he got it! And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Butler. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Now sliding to his left. With the catch, it's Riles. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Butler. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Brown will throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Butler. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Pulls it and fires to the left. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He might want another play.
Here we go. Q. Spider over. Ready, go.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of...
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first down.
Touchdown, Panthers, and they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Old Dominion sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking for a man. It's Potter. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give your chance.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.